What's going on, guys? HDHJD here, and as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about Kakuzu from the Akatsuki and how strong this diamond-skinned four mask wearing guy is. So he's obviously known for his diamond skin and his four masks that can portray different elements, just fire, lightning, water, and wind. So 4 different releases, each individual mask. Now, let's talk about his different categories, and then I will give you a basic estimation on how strong I personally think he is. So, what's his strength like? Well, he managed to knock around Choji. At the time, I believe he was ranked as a Jonin. So already we can tell he's above Jonin level, considering he managed to knock around Choji. He managed to stop the 2 tails from crushing him, so he managed to stop a tail beast with help granted. Hidan did help him. Let's not discredit Hidan. And he kicked Kakashi so hard he took a tree down. So his strength is definitely well above Jonin level. Again, he managed to knock around a Jonin in Choji. So there's no reason to not say he's currently above Jonin level in strength. There is no, concrete speed feat he has. He's not particularly a speedster. He's more of a, I'm going to keep my range. I'm going to keep it range. He can definitely fight hand-to-hand, but he prefers to use his masks to fight out rather than his physical skill. But if I had to give you a basic rundown of how fast I think he can be, he did manage to keep up with Kakashi. Granted, this wasn't War Arc Kakashi. This was Kakuzu versus Choji. Sorry, Kakuzu versus Kakashi. This was before Hidan got killed, if that gives you a basic rundown of how strong this current Kakashi is. So as for reaction speed, again, he can react to characters like Choji. I'd say MS Kakashi in hand-to-hand combat. He did swap hands with him. Hidan and he dodged attacks from Yamato. So that is now all Jonin level characters. Even Hidan, I'd say, is Jonin level. Yamato is confirmed to be a Jonin. Choji is confirmed to be a Jonin. And Kakashi, well, we all know how strong Kakashi is, don't we? Durability. He managed to tank a Chidori to the He managed to tank a Chidori to the back by Kakashi. Tanked a paper bomb to the face. Tanked Choji's boulder jutsu and took 4 post Rasen Shuriken Narutos to take him out. That's how many people it took. That's how many post Rasen Shuriken Narutos to take him out. 4 of them. And even then, it took a coordinated attack. It took a strategized attack to take this man down. So he's obviously not hard to take out either. It also doesn't help that he has thick skin like Diamond. Speaking of his Diamond skin, his hacks abilities. Now, he has his thick skin, as I have said before, so he is pretty hard to pierce. He can also sew up his own limbs, giving him a pseudo regeneration ability. It's not, full on fucking, regen, but it's not bad. If he gets his arm chopped off, just sew it right back up. Now, he has a specific jutsu called Earth Grudge Fear. It's a secret kenjutsu of the Tategure clan. Not clan, why did I say that? But basically, it turns the user's body into something similar of a ragdoll held together by hundreds of thick black threads. Now, this is kind of Kakuzu's ultimate form, I guess. Kakuzu, who stole the knowledge of this technique before his defection, was able to manipulate the black threads for many purposes. He was capable of sewing up any injuries that he or others might suffer from. commonly being reattaching body parts. This ability seems to instantly reattach any nerves or muscles, as the patients could instantly move their limbs without any other complex procedures right away. We saw this with Hidan's head. We saw this with Datara's arm. However, it appears that this ability is somewhat limited, as he warned Hidan not to move his head too much after he had sewed it back on, saying it could fall off again, which, it's Hidan. He's not going to fucking die if his head gets cut off, because he already got his head chopped off. He could detach parts of his limbs and then manipulate them to the point where he could even send them underground and then reattach them when he was done with them. So he's kind of like a ragdoll. Again, like the description of the jutsu says. But the most significant aspect of these threats is that they granted Kakuzu a form of immortality. Granted, he doesn't think of that, which it's not, and it is. Basically, what this kind of immortality does is it just stitches himself up, but he can still die. Clearly, because, he's currently fucking dead. But in addition to sewing up his injuries, he could use the threads to tear into a victim's body. Which is fucking terrifying to think about, considering he can steal their functioning organs and interrogate them in his own body. Sorry, not interrogate, integrate them into his own body. Kind of giving him a very, very scary ability of just stealing your fucking organs and using them for himself. And this does extend his life. That's why he's lived for so long, because he's killed so many people by doing this kind of thing. Kakuzu usually used this method to steal hearts from powerful shinobi, and was able to store 4 spare hearts in his body at any given time, meaning that all the hearts must stop functioning in order for Kakuzu to die. He can also put one of these hearts into his limbs and have them move around individually, as seen when he used his hand to remove a shadow-enhanced chakra blade that prevented the rest of his body from moving. So obviously, he is very, very, very fucking dangerous. And along with this Earth Grudge Fear ability, he also gains, obviously, his masks. He has a Fire Mask, Lightning Mask, Water Mask, and Wind Mask. These are all different attributes that, as the name implies, can shoot out their specific abilities attribute out of their mouth. The fire one looks like a demonic tiger. The lightning one looks like took the shape of like a deformed bipedal, but we're not too sure what it looks like. The water mask took on a similar shape, but it again just looks like demonic, but also beaked. So it has a cute little beak. And the wind mask took the form of a strange 4-legged body with thin legs. If you're wondering what the releases they use, Fire Release uses Fire Release Intelligent Hard Work. Lightning Release uses False Darkness. Water Release just uses some type of water release. It's never release stated. And Wind Release, the jutsu it releases is called Pressure Damage. And the cool thing with these masks is if they combine with certain things, like for example, if fire and wind were to unite, they could launch a fire-wind dual strike that was near unstoppable at the time. So, not only do they have 4 different chakra elements, but they could also use them in tandem to create even more powerful things. So that's Earth Grudge Fear. Sorry, I went on a big tangent about that one jutsu, but it's such an integral part of who he is I couldn't overlook it. Now, how smart is this guy? Well, he's not necessarily a strategist by any means, but he's definitely a level-headed and logical thinker. However, his main motivation and drive is money. He's sort of a bounty hunter for hire, but he's not dumb. He's not Hidan, There's a reason. there's a reason he's with Hidan. I'll just say that. Besides the fact they can't kill each other, mostly because Hidan doesn't understand how to kill Kakuzu, and Kakuzu literally cannot kill Hidan. They kind of, mesh well with each other, considering I think it was Kakuzu that kept killing his teammate. So Hidan was a perfect fit. On top of being fucking stupid. Anyway, battle intelligence. He's gotta have some good battle intelligence, considering he again could fight off characters like Kakashi. He's been around for a long time. Experience, again, he's been around so long. The clan he came from is currently extinct. Not like Uchiha extinct, like it just died out, It's history, Now, as for stamina, from what I understand, it's not bad. He can fight for a long time. Again, being able to fight off Choji, Shikamaru, and then Kakashi. Sorry, Choji, then Shikamaru, then Kakashi. You gotta have some stamina in you. Let's just say that. So as for destructive power, his wind mask took down an entire area of trees, and his fire mask could make a mid-medium building level explosion. So obviously, I'd say his wind mask is definitely more powerful than his fire mask is. I'm not a power scaler by any means, but I'd say that's somewhere around city block level. I'm not too smart with that. I mean, the Versus wiki says he has city block levels, AP, and striking strength, which I can see it. I can see that. Again, especially with his fire mask, I can definitely see it. Sorry, his wind mask, I can definitely see it. His combat speed, again, has 4 masks plus him. That's 5 different people you have to fight. When you're fighting this guy, it's gonna be a 5v1 if you're alone. Which, depending on who you are, you're fine. If you're Naruto, like current Naruto, honestly most Boruto characters, you're fine. But if you're anybody below like that Kakashi in that fight, you're fucked. Like you're pretty fucked. Now, let's talk about his arsenal. His offensive jutsus are again his Earth Grudge Fear. We've already talked about that. Not going to go into that again. He has fireballs, lightning bolts, a exploding flame, and the pressure damage I mentioned earlier. And his defense is his thick skin, his sewing up limbs, and his Earth Grudge Fear. So basically his hacks. His hacks are his defense. Now, as for his nature transformations, he has all the 5 basic ones: fire, wind, earth, lightning, and water. He doesn't really carry any specific kind of equipment. Other than maybe the basic equipment like kunais and paper bombs. We don't really see anything that he carries with him, like a scythe or puppets or a giant sword. We don't see any of that. So besides the basic, equipment a ninja would need, we don't really see him really do any kind of weaponry gathering. So, how strong is Kakuzu? Kakuzu, I'd say, I'm staying with the world of Naruto. I definitely say he's low Kage level. He could definitely take out a smaller village by himself. He's got fucking 4 masks plus himself to do it. And like I said, one of his masks is capable of destroying an entire fucking area of trees. So obviously he's got some firepower behind him. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. But what should you do? You should subscribe to me if you want to see more videos from me. Like the video if you want to see more videos like this. And if so, comment what you want to see next. We are currently at 43 subscribers. And I'm thankful for every single one of those 43 subscribers. Y'all will take your time out of your day to watch me. I know I'm not an entertainer. I know I'm not going to be sitting here hucking chairs and flipping over on beer pong tables just to entertain the masses. Because currently my fucking video camera my camera is broken. So I gotta get a new one. But I do truly appreciate you guys for, even if I only get 9 views, it's those 9 people that make me think that someone wants to watch what I put out. It really is a blessing to have, even if it's a small minor voice. It's good to get my opinions on certain topics out there. And I know I may say all the time that, you should take my opinion as fact, yada yada yada. That's all satire. I'm obviously not perfect. I'm gonna get some things wrong. Maybe it's a small, minute detail. Like, I have a feeling that fire mask feet, it's probably larger than mid-building. I'm just very bad with, like, if something's not there, like, there's obviously no building there. And I tried really hard to be like, what could that be? Like, how big is that explosion? It's obviously much taller than those fucking objects around it. It's just that for me, if the thing's not there, it's very hard for me to tell. So that's why I could never be a power scaler. I would never be able to measure up a certain explosion unless I had something specific next to it that I could maybe get a gauge off of what it would be. Now, in regards to the channel, I will always want to put my opinion on certain topics out there. I don't want to quit. I never will. I may take breaks, hiatuses here and there. My TikTok is obviously up there. Y'all can. I post almost every day, not every day, but almost every day. So y'all can catch me on there. But this is where I want to stick. This is the one platform I want to mainly put my bigger opinions. Ooh. Excuse me. Put my bigger opinions out there. And kind of do deep dives. Because on TikTok, I can't really do that. I don't want to fucking talk someone's ear off. I'd rather talk someone's ear off on YouTube, where you're supposed to yap. You're supposed to have a 5-minute plus long video on. I apologize if this is so long. Mainly because of the Earth Grudge Fear thing I had to claim. I just wanted to... I wanted to show my appreciation for all you guys, Again, I know I'm not big at all. In fact, I am near... I'm honestly not even there, I'm surprised y'all even found me without TikTok. I did have subs before TikTok, but I'm fucking surprised y'all did. Did find me. But I do appreciate it, I do appreciate it. I may not make many comments right now, but I read every single one. I try to like every comment I can. I definitely appreciate the likes. I definitely appreciate every single person that subs to me. And I know my voice isn't the best to listen to. I know my voice can be a bit monotonous to some people. But hey, can't make everyone happy, can we? That'll be it for today, guys. Thank you for listening to my little ramble. I'll let you go now. See ya.